Oh, oh Jesus, my voice does not sound good there, guys. I'm live, Harry. Oh Jesus, my voice does not sound good there, guys. Okay, so should be seeing just like the thing, whatever. The stream starting soon thing that should go away in about 30 seconds. Yeah, it's place of because I enjoy this live stream. It's just talking while no, we're just watching YouTube videos and and so the stream starting soon thing should go away in around 30 seconds. It should do give or take. Okay, the move that should work now. Alright, got it. So I'm tasting the waters of like VTubing with this wee character here, the wee gingerbread guy that comes with Prism Studio. That's literally it. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was this next point of view. It got a trailer of like nowhere. I think there was like a little bit about it with like a website or something. It's the show made by Donate. This if you don't know who that is, that's the person's in Owl House. I should say the good. So I'm gonna talk and play it and stuff. I watched it last night, but I was gonna do a stream that night, but just like it was just like not really in my I was like it was a little late then, so that's what it should be good. I'll put it in. Yeah, so this is like glitches measure the 2D animated one.
Once upon a
Looks
time,
really good.
and this was a very long time ago indeed, there was a princess trapped in a tall, tall tower and locked away by complicated machines that ran on blood and fear. Will she ever escape? Will she ever find her knights?
Okay, wait, sorry, hold up. The VTuber's a wee bit funky. Let me just get that there. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. We should hopefully be back. I didn't like how much his mouth like moved and I thought, and now that's okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, perfect. So I have no idea if she's meant to be the bad guy with the princess. I think she's the lab experiment. I think. Oh, it looks really damn good. I might actually watch this on like stream because it's not too long and also every day they've done that before.
Didn't notice you. Come closer. Some very good
I like the vibes of this. It looks very cool. It looks very good. Apparently it's a thriller. It's like a psychological thriller. So that seems good. September. That's the thing that gets me the most as well. That this is coming out literally like not that long after Digital Circus episode 6, and then 5. Like I thought 6 came out like quickly after 5, and they're releasing this just like Digital Circus episode 6 has only been out for like a couple weeks. And they've already done, I mean, I'm not complaining. I thought this was going to be like Christmas or something, because they said I think they said like late 2025 or something when they'd done the trailer. I think it was November last year. I can't really remember. But man, this is going to be one of the most stacked years for Glitch, because we've got Digital Circus, like 2 episodes of Digital Circus, Gaslight District pilot, and then Gaslight District full series, then this. So I'm really excited for this, actually. Don't know what they're going to pull out near the end of the year. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they might, like, maybe, hopefully we get Gaslight District episode 2. From the teaser, I think it may have Sweden, but I think you should be fine with that. I don't think it's gonna be too like big or whatever. And I like the scenes here the John's really good. It's really damn good, yeah. For some reason that watermark's there. Gonna try and find a way to remove that.
Someone watching it?
No, I don't know. Not yet. I'm just gonna. Okay, so you should be able to hear me. I'm just like sorting something out. I think it's like something. I think. Oh, somebody's in the chat. Hello. I'm just trying to find. Because I don't want that watermark there, but I don't think I can do anything about it. If they can like watermark, because for some weird reason it has like watermark. For some reason I really don't like that. Because before it like didn't even have that. Now it does for some weird reason. I have no idea why. It has that weird like prism watermark. It's just really, really weird. Alright. We back. Hopefully we back. I hope we back. Okay, we're back. I can't remove that. Hello, Harry. Hope you like the text. Changed it.
The clown?
No, the
That's right.
no, the text when the chat appears.
Why is the thumbnail that? Why is the thumbnail?
I don't know. Okay, so we got something in the chat from my brother. So, like these bits look like really good. Like this show looks unironically hype. Like not unironically. Like this show really looks hype. Like honestly, this show really looks hype. By the way, I've got my picture of a possible plushie if I ever got one. On top of my head, so I just thought it'd be funny. Anyway, yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that. I might do a live stream where we let's see this here. Where we like talk. Where we kind of like, talk about it and stuff. They do, like actually could be cool. Let me see this. I'm gonna send this to my friends. Nice.
How do I share your YouTube channel?
You click, just click the stream and then click share.
Where's the share button go?
You go down. Are you still in full screen?
Yeah, no.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I'm sending it to my friend.
What I mean is-
I don't want it to blow up.
What I mean is that, do you like?
I like how you're talking as a gingerbread man.
Share, right there.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back in the house, and this should be fine now. So I don't know what else we're gonna watch. Really don't know. Trying to think what we could watch. Like, we could watch a Police Body Cam both at the same time. Like, there's a chance with those, Let me think. If anybody can suggest anything in the chat for me to watch, and I mean, someone else.
Yeah, Blaze VR.
Who the hell is Blaze BR? Honey, stop live screaming. Stop live screaming. Stop screaming. Sorry, I said who the hell is Blaze BR. Sorry, Blaze BR. Just This is a live stream where I'm just wait, hold on a quick second. I'll be right back. Okay.
That's just someone random.
I am back. We're just watching some videos. If you want to suggest one, you can. I'm just watching videos, and I just like, so this is Knights of Guinevere, the new Glitch series. If you've heard of them, it's an indie animation by maybe person who made Owl House. But I'm just trying to think of something else to watch. So if think of something to watch, sure, we could do that. We could do that as long as it's not like, as long as it's like appropriate and stuff like that. Yeah, as long as like, you know, obviously like you don't like that as well. So yeah, trying to think. So I think we can. No. Well, I think. God, I don't know what. We could watch a Wavy Brave Surf, but that's kind of like it talks about things that I wouldn't really want to be I don't really want to be shown. So yeah, we could watch an iceberg, I guess. Then it's like no for Nintendo. I'm just like so like. I mean, we could like check for something. Let's think. Let's get freaking caps on here, people. What could I watch that isn't something relating to Roblox? That isn't. So it'd be cool. Can I suggest one? Yeah, as long as it's not like something like Roblox related, and I'll be fine with that. Nickelodeon. Do you want me to get copyrighted?
I don't care because we're not always.
No, I can't, Hannah. I literally can't. I can't. I'm not getting copyrighted. I'm not getting Universal said and the entire FBI US military after me to replace these lava chicken.
Stop saying my name.
Okay, so we can. I think we can watch like the fast food crimes one, can't we? The fast food crimes one, as long as it's nothing like.
Today's episode is all about the most disgusting, violent, and downright scandalous controversies to unfold in the realm of.
I need to check through this. The Chipotle Chucker. What is the Chipotle Chucker? Whoa! Whoa, what the hell? What? Jesus, she went like straight with that. God.
If you're watching this video, it's more likely than not that you've received bad customer service at fast food before. While it can be extremely frustrating, most of you out there have the social awareness not to make a big scene out of it. and work towards a sensible compromise with the employees who fucked you over. Well, this wouldn't be the case with the woman who became frustrated at a Chipotle in Parma, Ohio late last year. This is the story of the Chipotle Chucker. In September of 2023, a customer by the name of Rosemary Hain became furious after receiving her order, apparently being unsatisfied with the quality of her Chipotle. Despite attempts to calm her down, Hain completely lost it and violently threw a bowl of hot food directly into the employee's chest and face.
No, I didn't think
the whole incident was recorded by a bystander, with another customer immediately confronting Hain and threatening to call the cops over the matter.
Game theory, we could watch. We'll do that after this, alright? We'll do that after this. We'll watch a game theory after this. You know what? That's what we'll do. Game theory Saturdays, I guess. We'll do it after this, little Paddy, I promise. We'll do this Orbit Bro the second. We'll do this after. Oh wait, no, it's my channel. That's that.
It shouldn't
be. Okay, wait, sorry, I wasn't really like looking.
With another cousin.
I wasn't really like looking. I really like looking. I don't know if that's how.
Social media, with many being outraged by the woman's absurd behavior. The victim in question was 17-year-old Emily Russell, with Rosemary being quickly arrested and charged with assault. According to Fox 8 News, when questioned about why she committed such a bizarre act, she stated, "If I showed you how my food looked and how my food looked..."
Okay, wait, can I just say something real quick? There's... Oh, sorry, that was my phone. We're talking about a Chipotle chucker, and then we have 3 killed in Ohio auto shop explosion. What's that about?
Week later from that same restaurant, it's disgusting. Despite this, she did offer a full apology and made it clear she regretted her actions. The judge, however, was completely unsympathetic to her pleas. She was sentenced to 180 days in jail, with 90 of them being suspended to her pleas. She was sentenced to 180...
Who's your... Spotify laughed. And we're talking about somebody who got an assault charge for throwing hot food onto somebody. That's quite bad. Also, Orbital second. What if we call this Game Theory Saturdays? Because we're watching a Game Theory after, so why don't we watch a Game Theory like every Saturday? That could be fun. But we'll do that after, obviously this, but Game Theory Saturday sound good.
Days in jail, with 90 of them being suspended. According to official sources, Judge Timothy Gilligan, who was presiding over the case, wasn't quite done yet, though. While a jail sentence was bad enough, he felt that this was an opportunity to teach the woman what it was like to be on the receiving end of customer abuse. So he offered her a deal. If she worked in a fast food restaurant for a minimum of 20 hours...
I have watched this, video before. I have actually watched this video before, but I don't really remember it that well. I've watched it before. This is I watch Wave Surf a lot, but I've not watched this one a lot. I think I watched it once and I don't really remember too much from this. Apart from, I think they mentioned the fried that and Wendy's one, but I think that's about it.
For an 8-week period, he would significantly reduce her jail sentence. And this was an offer that she readily took. Yeah, part of her punishment from the judge was having her actually work at a restaurant. While this had clearly been an unpleasant experience for the young worker, she didn't seem to let it impact her all too much. In an interview with USA Today, she stated, "I was telling the judge she left the building and went to her car, and she came back, and that's what she did to my face. We live in a world right now where she could have done anything she wanted. She could have punched me in my face or pulled a gun out. I'm lucky that I only got a bowl thrown in my face."
Oh, there's another person in the chat. Sorry for all the sound effects, that was just my phone. In the live chat, there's another person. Hello, we're watching some YouTube videos. We're watching we're watching this, and then we're watching something else. So, yeah, I'll be like back. Cool crap. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm all cozy in my wee cover here. All cozy. And we're watching some fast food, sneakers, or like fast food crimes. From what I remember, this one wasn't so bad. I've not like watched it a lot. But whoever listening to chat, I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. As this is just gonna be kind of a fun one. And then we're gonna watch Game Theory after this.
believed the punishment was befitting of the crime, saying she was satisfied with the outcome. In addition to all of this, a GoFundMe was started for the girl, with it racking up over $10,000 in total.
Oh wow. Wow. Oh, that's good. That's great. Whoever started that thing down there, great. That's actually really good. The Chipotle chucker was brought to justice and she got money from it. That's nice.
Donations.
Wish they gave money
Obviously,
from
what
it,
Hain
yeah.
had done was inexcusable and shouldn't have happened. But the donations and public outcry certainly served as a nice silver lining to the unfortunate event. However, this wouldn't be the end of the story. An article was recently released by the news outlet Grub.
It's a Grub Street. What a name. Them for punishment. Yeah. Did she
Where
get
they
a pie
examined
for
her
that
life
herself?
after the incident and whether or not she had actually received a proper punishment.
Did she?
According to the article, she ended up being employed at a Burger King restaurant to comply with the judge's request.
Good.
But this is about as far as her goodwill went. She said some questionable comments when reflecting on the incident, having the nerve to imply the clip of her throwing the food in the employee's face had been, quote, taken out of context.
Context. Can we even like look at you see me saying something 10 minutes not around and like yeah, but like yeah, like in any context this is still bad. Like it doesn't matter if like if she like maybe like also at the same time there's so much better ways of dealing with like this.
Stating, if you saw the full video, you'll see me waiting for 30
Yeah. Just keep going. Just so weird, isn't it?
5 minutes. You'll see me say something to Emily that's not rude or anything. You'll see her talk rude to me. I wish I could post that. It's also important to clarify here that the reason she says that she was upset was that she thought that the food just looked disgusting. The order was actually told.
So the food was disgusting, so you threw it in a poor wee worker's face. Still not a good argument.
Correct, but you know, she justifies her outrage by saying that it just looked like shit. Which I've had some fucked up bowls from Chipotle before, but
don't know if I'm gonna get banned for that. Probably not. Will probably be fine.
come on, bitch, this is like out of line. This combined with the extremely long wait time and the allegedly rude service.
Yeah, it's like too much bad words. I don't remember it. Like most of it. Like
Apparently led this woman to work. A common trope in movies and TV shows is the idea of a disgruntled fast food worker tampering with the recipient will mind. It's actually extremely.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I can. We're going to Game Theory. I don't know what I just saw, but I don't like it. I could pretend that didn't happen. So, Harley, what game? Oh my god! What the hell? So, Harley, what Game Theory was it? What Game Theory was it you wanted? Again, because we can watch a couple if you want. Like, what game? Is it like Game Theory or Food Theory? Because I'm feeling a Food Theory, but you're picking, so. A Food Theory one would be cool. Can't even, Jesus Christ, there's like. Food Theory maybe, but, so which channel? The one here? Is it the one here? Game Theory, okay. So, Game Theory. Let me see here. I think... can I watch that one? Is it this one? This Can Sonic Survive His Own Speed one? Like the one with his leg broken. Is that it? Oh. Hello? Hello? How you doing? Give me a second. Hello, you are indeed here. Good old S. Because your first name has an S in it. Yeah, I'm making this awkward, aren't I? Well, so, Harry, do you want to watch a Food Theory? Glad you're here. Glad you're here, S. Because, you know, that's what I'll call you. Can you please do the Sonic? Okay, yeah, sure. That's not
I want to play more because you're not thinking about what you're wearing.
And then we'll watch a Food Theory one after this, because this is like Theory Saturday.
The first time I did a Sonic episode on Game Theory was 5 years ago, which makes me stop and wonder, what else
How old was this video? This is a 2018 video, it's funny.
was going on 5 years ago? Flashback, 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 flashback. Oh boy, maybe we shouldn't be revisiting this era of internet history.
Oh my god, absolute bliss. Let's do these absolute, no, let's do this intro.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, where between all the Nintendo, FNAF, Doki Doki, Fortnite, and loot boxes, I thought we needed a dose of our favorite blue hedgehog. Now, a few months ago, I got a special request for a theory about the physics of Sonic the Hedgehog's running ability from Dominic, an awesome member of the theorist community who I met through the Make-A-Wish Foundation and who you may remember as the voice of the internet from the Mario How Deadly is the Bomb episode. Anything you want to say here, Dominic?
Make sure to subscribe to The Game Theorist and mainly Ferocity. He's my favorite.
Last time I did a video on the physics of Sonic, this channel had less than 50,000 subscribers. And now last month, we just crossed 10 million. Which means that by the time we do another Sonic physics theory, it's gonna be around 20 million. Hopefully. Maybe. Assuming YouTube doesn't implode on itself, gaming channels don't get demonetized to death, I don't do anything horrendous to offend everyone, and the video game industry resists the urge to make every single game a battle royale style game with absolutely zero plot. So basically, never gonna happen, but you know what? That's probably for the best, because just think of all the disturbing Sonic fan art 20 million theorists could generate. Flash forward, flash forward, flash forward, flash forward, flash forward. Anyway, when I met up with Dominic, which, let the record show, did not happen in my recording closet. We went out for pizza, thank you very much. His parents were there. I am not as creepy as I seem. He asked me the following. If Sonic runs so fast, what would happen to his legs? Wouldn't they wear out and get hurt?
actually
Which,
never seen this
honestly,
video.
is a completely legitimate
Like, I
question
think
and
this is a
completely
pretty
deserves an
iconic
answer. I mean, it just stands to reason that it
video. I
can't be
think
good for
I've never,
anyone,
like,
much
seen
less
it
a
before.
rodent that's
I've seen a
basically a
couple games
mango
and
with
videos.
legs to run that much and that fast. So today we're putting this adorable little hedgehog's feet to the test to see if Sonic would
I love that
survive his
Raccoon
own
Sonic
primary
Mania
game
opens
mechanic,
today.
or whether his arthritis by the end of the first level should be sending him to Rehabilitationopolis Zone. To figure out whether Sonic is actually going faster, whether he's dead on his feet, we have to know something about the actual mechanics of running. Running is something that a lot of us are lucky enough to take for granted, but it also seems like common knowledge that running puts a lot of stress on your body. I mean, we've all heard the
Cops,
warnings,
yeah.
right?
I've
Too
never
much running
played
is
it,
bad
but
for you
I can
because of
just
all
see
the
it's great.
pounding of your joints on the pavement, especially the force
I'm
delivered
not a
on
big
your
runner.
knees.
I'm just gonna
Knees
say
are
that
what are
right
called
now.
hinge
I
joints, made up of
wouldn't
just
really
3
run
bones and a
I'm not
relatively
good at
thin
that.
layer of
To be honest
protective
with you, I
padding
don't really
called
run.
cartilage. When running, every single
Like,
step puts an immense amount of force
But,
on
like,
that
I'm thinking
one
of normal
joint. To
running.
make matters
Gosh,
worse,
I can't do
cartilage is one of the few types of tissue that doesn't regenerate in the body. And after so much abuse, it doesn't seem unreasonable to assume that by the time Sonic's a few levels in, he's gonna get hit with rigid stiffness in his knees, bones grinding against one another because he's worn out the cartilage, throbbing, agonizing pain, and an extreme loss of mobility. In other words, Sonic would be demonstrating all the hallmarks of osteoarthritis. But in order to know for sure, we have
What
to
is
dig
that?
deeper. Just how long is it gonna take for Sonic's knees to give out? 1 game? 2 games? 1 level? I mean, he is running super fast and taking a
Why
lot.
did-
Give
why
out
did
1 game?
those-
2 games?
Why do those, like, cases, like, look like the Switch 2 cases now? Like, how did he somehow magically predict that this is what, because this is what the Switch 2, like, carts look like. Wait, I'll get a picture of, like, the Switch 2 physical case. Sorry, I can't spell, sorry. It's the thing. Like this. Like, look. It looks like, it's pretty damn close. Look at this. It's so stupid. Okay, we'll get back. We'll get back to this. We'll get back to this.
Level? I mean, he is running super fast and taking a lot of steps in that first act of Green Hill Zone. So let's get to it fast. As I said before, the knee is made up of 3 bones. Those bones are the femur, better known as the thigh bone, the patella or kneecap,
Nice.
and the tibia, aka the shin. Between all of those bones, you have 2 types of cartilage. Hyaline cartilage, which covers all the areas in which the bones articulate, and fibrocartilage that acts as padding around the balls at the end of the bones. Articular cartilage and fibrocartilage are found in the knees of pretty much everything that has knee joints, and yes, that includes hedgehogs. But honestly, for the purposes of this episode, I had to stop treating Sonic like a hedgehog and treat him more like a human, and that's for good reason. Hedgehogs don't actually have the physical capacity to hold themselves up the way that Sonic
Yo, it's me. It's me. It's me.
can. Their muscles just don't support it. Their
Jesus
bones
Christ. What is that? That's what it looks like. Ugh. Ugh, God, no.
are
don't do that
structured
ever
for
again.
standing upright on 2 legs. So in order to get any kind of real-world calculations here, we need to assume
Don't-
that Sonic's joints can function just like a normal person's would. So let's see what kind of force Sonic is producing. In other words, Sonic forces.
Laugh.
You get it? Because that was a game that came out called Sonic Forces. You know what? Sir Isaac Newton would have appreciated it, alright? In a study run by Southern Methodist University's
Yeah.
Locomotor Performance
I
Lab, they
appreciate
calculated
that.
the force of running to be 2.32 times body weight when running at 5 meters per second, and 4.64 times body weight when running at 10 meters per second. At the SMU lab, they use this kind of data to demonstrate that running force increases linearly with speed, making it really easy for us to calculate the force of running at higher speeds like the ones that Sonic is going to be running at. We'll just need Sonic's official weight and his speeds of...
What? How old is this? I think this is from Sonic Cafe. How the actual hell is he 15? Like, I didn't think he was like 50 or something. I thought he was like 25 or something. 15? Look at this man's body weight. This guy is like, if this doesn't even exist, this guy's actually a feather. This guy's actually a feather.
Oh god.
Wait, I'm interested. Wait, I'm interested now. Feather. Wait. No, I want like an actual like feather. Wait, like bird feather. Wait, I'm actually interested now. 10 grams. And my man over here is kill. He's I mean, he's heavier than a feather. I mean, at least yeah, that's gonna go.
We need to calculate Sonic's speed. Now, if you've watched this channel over the last 5 or 6 years, then you know Sonic's speed has been a bit of a sensitive subject for viewers of this show, but I'm gonna try to get a reasonable number of calculations, so hopefully even Blue Hedgehog for life and I greater than 3 Sonic 69 in the comments will be satisfied this time. We have some canon information that we can absolutely start with. Specifically, according to Sega of Japan's Sonic profile, that Sonic weighs in at 35 kilograms, which honestly is pretty heavy for a hedgehog, but only about half the weight of your typical human. I also know, based on your very vehement comments from that Sonic is Slow episode, that Sonic actually has 2 officially canon heights, which are 3 foot 3 inches tall for modern Sonic and 2 foot 6 inches.
I don't think his classic Sonic was that small. They just gave him a growth potion.
For classic Sonic, which we know from the original Japanese Sonic CD game manual. We also see the height difference at play in any game where classic Sonic and modern Sonic appear together. One great example is in Sonic Generations. But to absolutely 100% make sure that everyone is happy here, I ran all of today's calculations with both measurements. Now, to calculate Sonic's speed, I translated his canon height into pixel measurements, so I could then get a pixel to centimeter ratio for each of 3 separate Sonic games.
Guys, I'll be right back. Just off to go get something real quick. Yeah, no, she doesn't. I am back. I'm back. I just went to go get a packet crisp, so I'll let the video like ride, but I'll mute my mic because I'm eating, so you can watch video while I'm eating and so.
Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic Mania. And yes, technically all 3 of these should be classic Sonic heights, but again, I wanted to be thorough here. This is important because I wanted to not only establish just a single Sonic speed, but his speed in the specific context of the game that he's in at any given point in time. So using all of this overwrought logic and the different heights and the different pixel measurements from across all of these different games, you get a shockingly wide range of speeds. Our lowest speed is Short Sonic from Sonic 1 taking a brisk basic level jog, 7.13 meters per second or just under 16 miles per hour. And our fastest speed is Tall Sonic in Sonic 2.
I don't want to get this live stream taken down, so I'm going to need to like...
at a whopping 24.8 meters per second or 55.4 miles per hour top speed, where I guess he decided he really did want to go somewhat fast, or at least around the speed limit of a highway. For Sonic Mania, I even went so far as to calculate individual speeds for his different boosts and special items, so I calculated everything from no-shoe Sonics to Sonics and Speed Shoes to Sonics on Speed Boosters and even coming off of springs. And despite running that whole gamut, Sonic Mania speeds still mostly clocked in the middle, with the slowest being no-shoe Sonic at 17 miles per hour and the fastest being spring-loaded Sonic at 44 miles per hour. Plugging in the top and bottom of our speed ranges here to calculate the type of forces that we could expect upon impact, we're looking at 115
He makes that damn joke about Sonic forces one more time, I'm gonna go mental.
newtons to 402 newtons on each leg as it's striking the ground. Now, for context, when Usain Bolt ran the 100-meter sprint back in 2009, he clocked in at 12.27 meters per second. And weighing in at 88 kilograms, even he is putting more force on his legs at 440 newtons than Sonic is. But there's an even bigger issue here. Remember how I said that we're all told that too much running is bad for us because of the pounding on our knees? Well, it's a complete lie. A total old wives' tale. Multiple studies from NPR to Runner's World Prevention all state that, quote, runners appear to have no more risk of developing osteoarthritis than non-runners. Believe me, I tried looking for other credible sources here to refute what I thought must have assuredly been...
Go to the Bob Dylan site. Go to the Bob Dylan site. Seems like the most trusted thing. It says God said out on highway, probably. Or something. And then it goes like that.
Bunk science. Big Runner over here is trying to pull the wool over all of our eyes, but no. Quote again, in a cross-sectional study of almost 75,000 runners, there was no evidence that running increases the risk for osteoarthritis, including marathon participation. I was shooketh. And believe me, this totally
Guys, can we just talk about this ad from Gymshark here? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Why does it say Daddy's Home? Probably something relating to the gym or something. I don't know. I'll go to the gym, so I don't know. But
me out because I'll take any excuse to not exercise. But it turns out that running is unfortunately good for us. The cartilage doesn't wear away, it actually gets stronger when you use it. Huzzah. Sorry guys, it looks like I have to invest in a treadmill. So there you have it. The idea that running causes injuries is a total myth and has been debunked by repeated scientific studies. Sonic's running would not be bad for his health at all. This theory just, damn it, I literally feel defeated. Oh, wait a minute. That's it. Play that back, Ronnie. It's not the running that's gonna damage Sonic, it's the stopping. Look at how terrible that form is! This has gotta be the thing that's gonna do him in! After all, we know that he's traveling really fast and he's just digging his heels into the ground. We can clearly see in the games how he's stopping almost on a dime and turning around so quickly. That cannot be good on his hinge joint of a knee. Just when Sonic thought he was out of the Green Hill Zone, he is in for a world of scientific hurt. We've talked about this kind of problem in the past with everything from Link's hookshot to Assassin's Creed's Leap of Faith, but video game characters still can't seem to learn their lessons about momentum. Specifically, that when you change it really fast, you tend to lose an arm, or rip yourself in half, or just plain kill yourself. So is Sonic changing momentum gonna shatter his knees into 1,000 pieces? I can only hope, because then I can put it in the title and it'll be really exciting and no one will claim clickbait. To figure this part out, I went back to the speed calculations again, except this time I didn't just need to know his speed, I also needed to know how fast he stops. So once again, I used that whole range of speeds calculated over multiple Sonic heights and multiple Sonic games using multiple Sonic speed multipliers, since the impact of stopping from 16 miles per hour versus 55 miles per hour is gonna look pretty different. I calculated stopping speed using the same formula you'd use to calculate the force needed to stop a car. This is at its core an energy transfer problem. So we basically need to calculate how much kinetic energy Sonic is losing from stopping using the classic equation kinetic energy equals 1/2 times mass times velocity squared. Then figure out how much force that translates to using the energy force equation, energy equals force times distance. And this all makes sense if you think back to physics, right? As Sonic slows down, he's losing kinetic or movement energy. But remember that energy can't be destroyed, so it has to go somewhere. In this case, to stop quickly, Sonic is gonna have to be losing a lot of energy fast, which means that his legs are gonna have to take a big impact to get that kinetic energy to drop to 0. It's not really hard math because we have all the numbers that we need, it's just that I did a lot of permutations across all 3 games, 2 Sonic heights, and then all those speed boosts. So this is a little slideshow I put together of me running all those calculations. Oh, it's so exciting. This is me and Steph doing 1/2 MV squared in Sonic 1 for Short Sonic. And this is me and Steph doing 1/2 MV squared for Short Sonic and Sonic 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got it. We're gonna move on to that Food Theory one now. So I'm just kind of like freeballing it here. Oh yeah, I'm just freeballing it here. I think I was gonna watch, what was it? Food Theory. Yeah, sure. Don't know if there's anything like good on Food Theory right now. But also at the same time, I do kind of want to watch like something on. But no, let's just go.
You yet?
And there's all these other iconic that we could watch. The thing is, I kind of want to watch something that's like new, except can't really. There's so much there. I'm just trying to, you know, think of something to, you know, watch. I think it'd be cool if we watched like a police body cam on something. I think it'd be cool. Police body cam. I'm getting my decision to do that now. Okay. I think, wait, hold up. Wait, I'm gonna need to get this way up. So I'm putting up this screen right now because I need to do something. I'm just gonna get my like phone to have thing. This is like the longest, like one of the longest streams I've done by years. I shall be okay. It's just so I can like goodly transition into like damn, that's pretty good. You see here, in the past this is like kind of glitched in and out, so they hope they fixed that. Because it would sometimes just go on and out. Which is really annoying. Okay, we're hopefully here. I think we can do a couple cool things here. Again, I think one day obviously mic. Nice the few chats. Is there any like one to like put it on like I don't know. I'm trying to click the few chats not working. Should be okay. back. And hopefully we should be okay. It's not worth it. Yeah, it was like pretty big, like should I do it? I'm really just like trying to think of something to watch. Like, this is the thing. You know what? We're just gonna turn on good old see, you know. I watched a little bit of this one like to the half.
Are you the guy that ordered like a dozen
like-
pizzas?
That's me. Just so you know, I'm not gonna eat them all by myself.
Sure.
No, really, I need them for science.
The
Uh-huh,
game
okay.
Clearly you don't believe me, so let me explain. You see, I'm a YouTuber, and I need these pizzas for an experiment.
Tip me 18%. Nobody needs to hear about this.
How about 20? Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, the show that delivers food for thought with extra cheese. Theorists, here's the deal. I've eaten a lot of pizza this year, and I mean a lot. As a matter of fact, I've probably eaten more pizza in 2020 than I have in any other year of my life. And that's including sophomore year of college, which is an accomplishment. Now, I'm sure that we've all had our dining habits upended to some degree thanks in large part to the pandemic. In my case, ordering pizza has been a safe, easy, and cost-effective way to get my family of 3 fed in a pinch. But because we've been ordering out so often, the cost-effectiveness of it all has suddenly become a top priority. Now, let me just say this up top. This episode is not about the finer, more subjective aspects of pizza. So all you Italian, New Yorker, and Chicago pizza purists, we're gonna hear your arguments in a future episode. Today is all about who can get delicious pizza to my door and into my stomach for the best value. We're talking about the big boys, the multinational pizza chains that deliver pizza to the most customers. No matter where in the world you're watching this episode from, there's a good chance you're familiar with at least one of the 4 biggest pizza chains worldwide: Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, and Papa John's. Now, I'll be the first to admit I definitely prefer the pizzas from certain
This will be my last video, then I'm going to end the live stream. So I'm gonna
companies on this list over others, but at the same time, I'm not here to argue against the world's palate. These 4 companies have all managed to strike a chord with customers the world over. So today, Food Theory is focusing on a more measurable and objective metric: value. That's right, we're gonna figure out who delivers the pizza that's objectively the best for your buck. We've done it with fast food fries, we've done it with fast food soft drinks, and today, Food Theory is doing it with pizza chains. So kick back and enjoy yourself a slice, theorists. Today we're gonna show you, the consumer, which pie takes the cake. Now, as far as I'm concerned, there are a few major categories that need to be addressed. The first is how much pizza I'm getting for my dollar. I wanna know how many grams of pizza my dollar is buying. The way I see it, if I'm gonna drop my hard-earned money on a pizza, it better fill me up. Look, if I wanted to eat food that's actually just air, I'd go buy some cotton candy. But if I wanna feel like there's a giant stone rolling around in my gut, and I do, that means it's pizza time, baby. I also want to focus on toppings. We definitely got to judge these pizza chains based on their toppings. Are they generous with the amount, or are they overcharging relative to other restaurants? It's important that we compare like-sized pizzas, and it just so happens that all 4 of our pizza chain restaurants offer a 14-inch option. So So to keep things fair, we only ordered 14-inch pizzas across the board. We also stuck with each restaurant's standard pizza crust. That is to say, no deep dishes, no thin crusts, no fancy stuff. In the case of Domino's and Pizza Hut, that was their 14-inch large hand-tossed. For Little Caesars, it was the 14-inch round pizza, and at Papa John's, we went for the 14-inch large original crust. We assigned this experiment to food theory field researcher Amy, who you might remember as the Tootsie Pop champion.
I've never ordered a Little Caesars in my life. Like, I just love Little Caesars for no reason, even though I've never eaten one of their pizzas. I think they have one.
And our Chuck E. Cheese dance rebel. Amy ordered the same 3 pies from each restaurant. 1 cheese pizza, 1
Do these look stitched? Do these look a wee bit stitched? Frankenstein pizzas here?
pepperoni pizza, and 1 pizza with extra pepperoni. Why these 3 types, you ask? Well, the cheese pizza gave us a baseline for the weight and price of each restaurant's 14-inch pizza. The pepperoni pizza gave us a sense of how much topping each pizza chain is going to add, as well as how much each chain charged for a single topping. Finally, the extra pepperoni pizzas not only gave us an additional data point on topping generosity, but also gave us a glimpse into what each pizza chain interprets an extra topping to mean. Granted, pepperonis aren't the only topping out there, but it was a good variable to isolate because all 4 chains offered
I
it.
didn't really on much for the action test. It was just more of like a spur of the moment thing. I'm just kind of like letting them explain stuff I don't know. I hope this video isn't gonna get copyrighted. Just mainly into stuff. I will try and like add more like commentary.
Using a kitchen scale, Amy weighed all 12 individual pizzas. She then meticulously plucked off all the pepperonis and weighed them separately. Lastly, we recorded the takeout menu price of each pizza. We debated including the delivery fees in the price, but certain restaurants had flat delivery fees and others changed the amount based on the distance they had to deliver, so to eliminate that as a variable, we just went for a flat rate pizza, no deals, no coupons, no added fees. And so with all the raw
What does that say? I'm gonna need to go back with that.
flat rate pizza, no deals, no coupons.
There's like coupons here. But, they do with large pepperoni pizza. Participate in location, 5 cents. This is 19th of December, so don't know why that date in particular. As you get that Pepsi looks great.
No added fees. And so with all the raw data in hand, it was time to crunch the numbers. Immediately, before even doing any calculations, a disturbing trend stood out. Almost every pepperoni pizza weighed less than the cheese pizza from that restaurant. And extra
The pepperonis are the it's like Sisyphus, except instead of a dock, it's a like the guy pushes the lock up, but it keeps falling. It's like that, but it's the piece of giant pepperoni.
Pepperoni also weighed less. Sometimes it weighed even less than the regular pepperoni toppings. And not just a little bit less, I am talking a lot of bit less. Look at these numbers. Domino's, cheese, 736 grams. Pepperoni, 609.
What? That's not pepperoni. I've packed an entire, like, pig in there. Like, what?
5 grams. Extra pepperoni, 706.
That's like, let me do the math real quick. That's like 11.
Papa John's cheese pizza, 884 grams. Pepperoni, 820 grams. Extra pepperoni, even less, at 798 grams. Same thing at Pizza Hut. I mean, that is a huge difference. I think it's fair to say that when you order a pizza from any of these chains,
Extra pepperoni, you're getting like thin pepperoni. You're not getting the extra pepperoni. I'm not talking about the pizza slices. I'm talking about.
assumption is that the cheese pizza is the base that you're getting, and that adding toppings is getting us all the cheese plus the meat or veggies that you ordered. As such, the pizza should be getting heavier the more toppings that are getting added, but
Yeah, and it's not. That's weird. Also, like the way they've animated like the wee pizza here, not like animated a bit on it. Like it's polygonal. That's cool.
it doesn't seem to be the case. Somehow the pizza as a whole is getting significantly lighter once you add the toppings, meaning that these restaurants are intentionally or no quietly taking
Well, it
away
sounds
the
like-
cheese. Now,
So let's like do commentary for these bits. That's a great wee image. So to do commentary for these bits, I'll try.
maybe this is a cost-saving measure on the part of the
He's
restaurant,
doing
but
it without handy He's got levitation tricks. Pizza Man has levitation tricks apparently.
Honestly, I think it actually comes down to the employees. My best guess for why this might be is that if you get a cheese pizza,
I didn't turn the subtitles back on. No, they're just either one of them super piped or one of them just does not care.
there's nowhere to hide. The employee feels pressure to make sure that the whole pie is covered with topping, so you're getting a few extra handfuls of
What? The cheese-a-loni, the cheese and pepperoni, the secret recipe.
cheese sprinkled on, whereas toppings actually cover a lot of sins and holes of marinara sauce peeking out. That would explain why, at 50% of the restaurants, the extra pepperoni pizzas ended up being the lightest of the three, which is, you know, the
I just got
That's where I
fixated
stopped
on
watching it. I
somebody.
remember this bit was where I stopped watching it.
When I say somebody.
complete opposite of what I would have expected. Anyway, that was a huge revelation, and if you happen to have any theories of your own, or you've worked at a pizza restaurant,
I've never worked at a pizza restaurant in my life, but from what I can guess is the cheese isn't very like way heavy. I think it's more of the dough maybe they use, because like when they do put the toppings on it is obviously like, I think either it's just a more meatier pepperoni or it could be just like a more like thicker and that's it. It just could be either a bigger, thicker dough, or it could be thinner dough, or it could just be a thin or thick pepperoni.
know what's actually going on.
Again, I've never worked at a pizza restaurant in my life, but that's my wee game. I mean, food really.
Leave a comment down below. I'd actually love your thoughts as to what's truly going on here. You'll also notice that there was one chain that didn't have this issue, and it was Little Caesars.
Of course, only the best. Only the best wouldn't have any problems. That's perfect. Of course, the best wouldn't have any problems. I'm actually just gonna move this up here, so if that like annoys people. Wait, I just I've had it like under there for a while.
Theirs was the only pepperoni pizza of all the ones that we tested that actually outweighed the cheese. So lesson number one
It's pepperoni doesn't move cheese.
coming out of this episode: when you order a
What'd you
pizza
say?
tested that actually outweighed.
So this outweighed the cheese. So Little Caesars obviously is perfect. One thing I'm noticing here, why is the extra pepperoni? The extra pepperoni should be like bigger, right? Because it's like extra pepperoni, but it's only got 692. Is the normal pepperoni more? Somebody's packing that thicker pepperoni. I'm telling you, thicker pepperoni. They're adding that thick pepperoni for my wee food fairy.
The cheese. So lesson number one coming out of this episode: when you order a pizza with toppings, you're not getting a cheese pizza plus whatever's on top. As you add toppings,
Well, first of all, as a pizza enthusiast myself, that is not a that is not a pepperoni. That is not very good meat. That's that poor pig's tail cut into 5 different ones.
your cheese amount is decreasing accordingly. Next, I was curious to know which pizzas weighed the most per unit cost. By dividing the weight of all three pizzas by the cost of all three pizzas, we were able to determine the grams of pizza per
I love how he's done the wee paper. Like it's a little lip there, but also like also the writing also looks like a pizza. Not pizza, but paper. Like drawn with like a pen, a pencil.
dollar for each restaurant. In this category, Good Guy Little Caesars
Yeah, I mean, oh, of course. Only of course Mr. Caesar himself came back. Just only of course, I'm at the only of course also Hoodie. Whoever else in the chat, welcome. We're watching a Food Fairy video, and it's so wee bit, it's this is gonna be my last one before I end the stream, but yeah, I'm having a good time.
was yet again the runaway winner, averaging a whopping 106 grams of pizza per dollar spent. No other restaurant was even close. Second place was Papa John's at 56.6, almost half of Little Caesars total, and that was second place. Pizza Hut actually placed last in this category with a mere 42.6 grams of pizza.
Boo, Pizza Hut, no wonder. Pizza Hut, boo.
Per dollar. The individual pizza that was the most cost optimized was the Little Caesars pepper.
Obviously, I mean, with a box
per
like
dollar.
that,
The individual
go back to that box.
pizza that was the most cost optimized was
Okay, that's Little Caesars. See? Obviously, like, when you're trusting Mr. Caesar over here in his Vespa, obviously, Little Caesars got your back. Obviously. Every single time, every single day of the week, my guy. Little Caesars is the goal.
the Little Caesars pepperoni coming in at 131.7 grams per dollar spent. Pizza Hut's extra pepperoni, on the other hand, at just 35.5 grams of pizza per dollar, was the lowest ranked of all tested. So at this point, something is already the pizza per dollar was the lowest ranked of all tested. So at this point, something is already becoming crystal clear.
Where's that Little Caesar for Chester? Has the Little Caesars guy always had Chester? Has the Little Caesars guy always had Chester? Mr. Caesar has always had Chester? Wait, what? Oh god, no, that's not Little Caesars. No, they moved the... This is the one I'm used to. That is terrifying, by the way. What is that? Also, this, imagine, like, working in a Little Caesar kitchen and seeing this thing. This is cool. looks like a Pim. Little cougars, that's good. That's good. But he's... That must be an old picture then also. What is that crazy? I think that's crazy if they... Banger. Banger. Oh, so this is one without a spear, so we'll see you later. Let's get back to the pizza.
Caesar's pizzas are more or less the same amount of food as their competitors, yet for some reason their prices are just way lower. I mean, I'm talking half the price. The Little Caesars pepperoni pizza, for instance, cost us $5.
Again, a goat. Again, Little Caesars is just the goat. What can I say? Little Caesars is just the goat. There's really nothing else to it. Little Caesars is just the goat.
And 55 cents. And again, this is the flat rate for the pizza. No coupons, no deals, no nothing. Well, every other pepperoni pizza that we purchased
is gonna be 10 or 15.
Cost us more than...
Look at that. I mean, it says 14 plus, that's fine. Still the same as 15, right? I'm so good at this.
14 bucks. So how is Little Caesars pulling this one off? What are they doing differently that allows them to...
They're just goated. I keep saying it, my part. You're not listening to me. I'm goated. It's goated. Little Caesars is just goated.
The same amount of food for half the price. Is it really that the quality of the pizza is just that much lower? Well, it actually turns out that there's a few reasons. For one thing,
That just looks prime establishment. I mean, that and the Neo. Hold up, I need to take a quick picture of that. I love that, man. That is just a nice picture.
Caesars is a far more stripped down operation than the other pizza chains in the experiment. Because Little Caesars doesn't offer dine-in to its customers, they actually save a ton of money on the overhead. They don't have to rent as much square footage. They don't have to hire waiters.
Oh, that looks weird. I don't know why. That just looks weird. The dark Little Caesars being in the fucking...
They don't have to have on hand a bunch of dishes and silverware and sinks to wash it all. All of that factors into the cost. They also do the absolute minimum when it comes to delivery. For the past 20 years, they haven't had delivery as an option. This year was the first year they brought it back, and even then, it was mostly through third-party apps like DoorDash. So Little Caesars is outsourcing their delivery, while the competitors are shelling out to hire in-house delivery.
Yeah, the goat Little Caesars is doing that in a way that helps them, and then big old scary pizza man over here is doing it in a way that it's just like go.
Free drivers. Another reason Little Caesars prices are so low, and this is the one that you might expect, is the cost of ingredients. For instance, Little Caesars blends less expensive Munster cheese with its mozzarella cheese.
What am I saying? It just always... I love all these like little animations I make for the little, for Mr. Caesar here. For Mr. Little Caesar. Here, okay. Look at this hot in there. I love that little picture, but I'm gonna keep saying I'm gonna run this rope dry, but I need to make my point. Little Caesars is just the goal. It's that simple.
The competitors don't, so that's gonna save them there. But here's what really surprised me.
Introducing Grammarly, like you've never seen before. Your all-in-one writing essential. Today,
Perhaps the biggest reason why Little Caesars can sell its pizza for less is the fact that they're not entirely in the pizza game. They're in the food distribution game. If you saw our past food theory on how McDonald's is actually a real estate company, you understand how a restaurant can keep its prices ridiculously low by making its real money in a connected industry. In McDonald's case, they got into the real estate game as a way to earn rent off of its franchises. In Little Caesars' case, they saw an opportunity for expansion in the food distribution industry way back in the early 1970s. Like any restaurant, Little Caesars has to deal with the problem of how to get ingredients and products to its various locations. So they developed an in-house problem of how to get ingredients and products to its various locations.
Wait, hold up. Give me that again. Wait. What's up? I keep taking like the most randomest pictures. I don't actually like. I'm gonna have a whole like collection of
locations. So they developed an in-house distribution network, but soon realized that the food service distribution game was maybe more lucrative than the pizza game. So Little Caesars took the distribution network and broke it off into a new company today known as Blue Line Food Service Distribution, which sends ingredients and other products to Little Caesars, as well as plenty of other companies outside of the Little Caesars family. Since Blue Line and Little Caesars are both under the same parent company, their distribution costs are heavily subsidized, and it helps keep their prices ridiculously low. Pizza? More like trucking. So it seems like Little Caesars has the luxury of not having to worry about
God, absolute. I might make that my new proof. I might actually make that my new proof picture. Oh my god, I keep taking so much pictures, I gotta stop. There you go, but that's like the proof of
profits the same way Domino's, Papa John's, and Pizza Hut do. But while their pizza might be cheaper, doesn't necessarily mean it's objectively better. And we still haven't talked about toppings, so let's really dig into those results. We've already discussed how adding toppings loses you cheese, so that's a given across the board. But beyond that, I wanted to know who's piling them on and who's holding them back. After all, if I just wanted to eat a bunch of
who the hell is not packing them with the thick pepperoni? Like, who's packing the thickest pepperoni then packing the thinnest pepperoni? That's just a wee bit weird.
With a little bit of stuff sprinkled on it, I would have just ordered the crazy bread. So we calculated the toppings percentage by weight for each of the pepperoni and extra pepperoni pizzas by dividing the weight of the isolated pepperonis by the weight of the entire
beautifully cut
pizza. This tells us of the total weight of the pizza, how much of that weight is coming from the toppings. If I'm paying a premium for the extra stuff on top, I want to make sure that I'm getting a lot of that extra stuff. The restaurant with the best overall toppings percentage was Pizza Hut, whose pepperonis accounted for an average of 17.5%.
Your Mr. Beast golden like pizza.
Percent of total weight. Little Caesars, with just 7.9%, had the lowest topping percentage of all the restaurants.
No. Wait, they're still the GOAT. Well, they're still the GOAT in my mind. They're still the GOAT. Doesn't excuse it. I don't care. Pizza Hut.
Now, if you love pepperoni with all your heart, then the Pizza Hut extra pepperoni pizza is the one for you. It had the highest
I just said you're trash.
Percentage of all individual pizzas with nearly 20%. Conversely, the Little Caesars pepperoni pizza had the lowest topping
that looks appealing. You know, that looks like something you could just easily eat up. Looks like a mini to go. looks like something you'd buy at like a petrol station. And like it's like a circular pizza.
Percentage at just 6.2%. Toppings, it would seem, is another place that Little Caesars is cutting its costs. But you can't really hate them for it because
Yup, you can't, because they're just the GOAT.
Well, they're not charging you for that. To understand why, let's look at our final category, grams of topping per dollar. Here, we took the weight of the isolated pepperonis and divided it by the additional cost that the customer pays in order to upgrade. This gives us an idea of which restaurants are overcharging for the topping.
Oh god, the pizza guy's got a face. Get him out. Get him!
And looking at the chart, it certainly isn't Domino's who had the most grams of topping per dollar with 42.2. Papa John's was the worst value in this category with just 29.
And Papa John's have they been sucking in this? I think they got like third place. I don't know. They are absolutely doing awful here. Like, look at this score. The cheese is any. Look at this. Papa John's, what the hell you doing, brother?
9 grams of topping per dollar. But what I really want to talk about here is Little Caesars yet again.
Yep, I mean, the goal, again, just talk about the goal again.
Grams of topping per dollar broke mathematics. Little Caesars is charging the same amount for their...
Just like a goat would do. Like, literally just like a goat would do. A goat would obviously, like look at it and just fix it. Because they're the goat.
Cheese pizza as they do.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Little Caesars is just good. That's it. I've been saying this the entire time. Little Caesars is the best mascot, the best branding because it's orange. It just fits with me. I love Little Caesars. You've not ever tried any of their pizzas before. They're just good. They're just up. They're up on the top. They're like up on the top of the pizza food chain. All these guys to shame.
Their pepperoni pizza. That means that they're adding pepperonis for $0. That's
just like a goat would do. I keep saying this. I'll say it till the day I'm buried. Then buried. These guys just know what they're doing. Little Caesars knows what they're doing, and that's why they're good.
They are giving the pepperonis away for free, and you can't divide by 0, folks, which makes their rating in this category defy all mathematics. Honestly, it's pretty...
Because they're the goat, because goats would obviously... You know, defy mathematics, obviously.
Obvious that Little Caesars toppings are fewer and of a lower quality than...
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, but, like, they're giving you to them for free. I mean, of course, it's going to be, like, a little, like, mad, but, like, also at the same time, like, again, they're giving you it for free on an actual talk instead of just saying that they're the goat and that's it. Like, sometimes less is more. I'm going to say that. And also, it looks like a pretty damn good pizza.
The other 3 restaurants, Little Caesars' pepperonis are thinner, they're brittle, they don't have that oily texture that you'd expect from a pepperoni. Like I said before, they're definitely skimping on the number that appears on the pizza itself, but there's no denying that when it comes to...
Yeah, they are a little bit skimping, but they're making big bucks, because again, they're the goal.
Pure dollars and cents.
I mean, have you seen that crust and that cheese and that sauce? Like, they have it in the sauce, crust and... cheese game, up their pepperoni game a wee bit, but they don't really need to because, again, go.
If you want something that is technically a pepperoni pizza, well, it's clearly the best value with a price tag of 0. So,
Clearly. And if that video did teach you, like what did he say earlier in the video? That this video was meant to teach you, this video was meant to teach you something. Well, it taught you that Little Caesars are the goat. And you need to go there because it's all orange. Orange is my favourite colour. Little Caesars is just gold. Damn it.
Here we go, theorists. Time to announce our overall winners and losers.
Little Caesars, all of them are losers. I don't know where Papa John sits. Hopefully they sit somewhere because I've not heard from them. Hey, have you took the Funko Pops?
The cheese category, the Little Caesars 14-inch round cheese pizza.
I told you. But I literally just said that. I literally just said in their cheese game they ain't skipping. I literally just said...
is offering you the best value. The Papa John's cheese pizza gets 2nd place.
So there's Papa John's. There they are. Like, I've not really heard from them. I'm probably gonna like watch this video again at some point and it's say like, oh my god, man, there's actually Papa John's. Wait, I'm just noticing something at Little Caesars wee thing. It's like they've got like a wee filled spot. Doesn't matter, they're still go.
Domino's is 3rd, and Pizza Hut is rounding up the rear.
Yeah, because Pizza Hut sucks and Little Caesars wins.
How about the best value pepperoni pizzas? Well, after telling the scores of every pizza across...
Little Caesars is going to be in last. Sadly, Goat is going to be in last because pepperoni, Finlay, pepperoni. I hope Papa John's in first though. I'm also looking for them, technically. As well, like, I also want to look for them. As well, like.
Every category, Little Caesars again comes out on top, but obviously with the caveat of lower quality pepperonis and fewer on the pie.
Oh wait, they're still in first, but I mean, I probably should have expected that from like Goat. Like, sure, they'll be thinner, but you don't even need thick pepperoni unless you like that. Thinner is better, and Smaller is more.
If you're looking for a higher quality pepperoni pizza, well, Domino's offers the second best value, with Pizza Hut in third and Papa John's in fourth. Now, the best value for pizza with extra pepperoni is Domino's by a wide margin. Papa John's and Pizza Hut tie for second.
Why is Pizza Hut there? Just Pizza Hut, they're Papa John's out of this. They've had only, like, I don't know where they've been. Pizza Hut, they're Papa John's out of this.
And Little Caesars is in dead last.
How? No. I actually know how. But still, goats and last. No.
Because again, they don't really care about the toppings all that much. Which means that it's now time for the big one. The granddaddy of them all. When all the scores are tallied up, the pizza chain that objectively offers the best value for all of their pizzas is Domino's. Which...
What? Nah, this video's like, you know what, no, I can't, no, I'm never eating from Domino's again. Their cookies may be good, but that's not going to make me better. Domino's
It's honestly kind of surprising because a few minutes ago it was feeling like Little Caesars had this thing in the bag. The reason they fell so far in the final rankings is the toppings. If you just...
Mate, this video is so flawed. Like, Little Caesars still
pizza, or if you want a pepperoni pizza but don't care too much about the amount or quality of the topping, well then Little Caesars is the clear winner, hands...
Obviously go. And Domino's can go into the trash where they belong.
Down, no question. But because two of our categories factored in the total amount of topping you're getting, both by price and weight of the pizza, their overall scores suffered. Which means that in the end, Little Caesars has to settle for a third place.
Okay, well, I mean... Domino's, I'm going to hunt you down. I'm going to hunt your CEO down. I am actually going to hunt your CEO down, and man, I really didn't think that through, did I?
Ranking. Domino's, thanks to its strong toppings game, is
Mate, get out here. I never want to see Domino's again. Get out. Nobody cares about you. You belong in the trash. You belong in the trash. So does Pizza Hut. Go in the trash.
So with all our results finally being in, there's one last thing to do, provided you're into pizzas with all the pepperoni picked off. Pizza party at Amy's! But hey, that's just a theory. A food theory. Bon appetit. Thanks for watching Food Theory.
So, I mean, that was like... good, apart from the end. The end wasn't good, but overall that was good. So that's gonna be the end of my wee live stream. This actually went on a lot longer than I originally thought, but I'm fine with that. I've had a pretty good time, especially screaming that Domino's one. See you guys next time. See you maybe tomorrow.